All right, so now we're moving on to Main Source Live at the Barbecue, and this is an important one because this is the first time that Nas appeared on a record.
Yeah.
And he actually said later in his career, I could have made a double LP just by sampling different parts of Nautilus. Which is hilarious. Probably not to you.
Yeah, well, it is in a way, and he was one of the ones that I was fascinated by. That we actually started to do that same concept with a different producer.
Yeah.
They were going to take it to 6 or 8 different producers and
Right.
have the whole album be Nautilus, but
great.
from different
Pieces
we
of
got
the
part
record.
of the way into it, but I was only marginally interested, and I wasn't interested in putting my own money into it.
Right.
Never got finished.
Okay. I mean, so Nas actually rapped over Nautilus, like he said in that line. There's another song he did with Mary J. Blige and DMX. Yeah, that he used the same break, or maybe a different piece of the record. But yeah, I mean, again, this Breaking Atoms album is looked at in hip hop as like one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm learning that for the first time today.
Yeah. So, and this is Large Professor who produced this record, and this is the first appearance of Nas, who would go on to be,
One
you
of
know,
the top
top
MCs.
5 MCs ever, and
Yeah.
so at the top of some people's lists. Like, you know, in many lists, he's the number one.
Yeah.
You know, so is it amazing to you that your break basically gave birth to one of the greatest rappers of all time? I mean, many of them.
Was he kind of competitive back and forth with Jay-Z?
Yes.
I remember some
There was some
stuff
beef
going on,
Yeah.
ego and whatever. And I remember, just from my standpoint, is there some way that I could take advantage of this? That both of them kind of need me, or at least I felt that they did.
Yeah.
But I couldn't quite get a hook on how to do it.
Right.
And I really felt better about just being peaceful and doing what I do.
Yeah.
Doing a good job of it rather than feeling the need that I had to grab their stuff or go into a competitive thing or whatever. So I didn't do it, but I was aware of it. I was aware of this thing going back and forth between those two people in their world, and that in some way, because the music part of it was indirect to them. They needed my chunks. They needed it.
Yeah.
And I was like, shoot, somehow could I have had a high-powered manager going in there going after them. But then at the same time, in the same field, it's a scary field, and people are getting murdered.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of other stuff like that.
Yeah.
I said, do I really want to be part of that?
In the middle of that,
No. There was a lot of egos thrown out around there.
Yeah.
Just for my short time knowing you, your ego isn't that big, so you're good.
You're down there, guy. Yeah. But also, they reconciled, and they're friends now, Jay-Z and Nas. So that's cool. They've appeared at each other's concerts, done songs together, and you know, so it's good to know that's all.
And that's the other thing that I wondered, appearing in a show, do something on one of that completely different circuit of performances and different venues, different audiences. But I had an identity there, but it wasn't a visual identity very much. And am I going in there as a 70-plus-year-old man? When I turn my hat back, is that going to do it
Who's
for
the
me?
security guard out there with Nas?
Who is that guy coming in here? No, I don't think so. Yeah.
All right. Well, Main Source Live at the Barbecue featuring Nas and Bob James. And this is the Vinyl Me Please reissue.
Nice.
On amazing Breaking Atoms
Looks like
vinyl.
an egg yolk just put right
yeah.
there. Yeah.